All right, so we are live. Please, if you can hear my voice and you can see my screen, let me know. Please confirm on the chat box that you can hear my voice and you can also see my screen. So I'm going to share my screen now. Please do well to confirm that you can hear me and you can see me. Adedamola Julius, are welcome. Adedamola Julius, you are welcome. Okay, Tosoluwa Femi said he can hear me. Okay, so give me some minutes. Let me share my screen. All right, confirm that you can see my screen now. Please confirm that you can see my exit screen. Confirm that you can see my exit screen. So we should start very soon. And again, if your screen is blurry, if you can't see it, oh, your network is a little bit shaking, Daniel. All right, thank you, Damola. If your screen is not clear enough, you want to adjust your resolution settings, as we have said yesterday. You want to adjust your resolution settings, okay? So make sure you adjust your settings, get your writing materials ready, so we can have a wonderful session here. All right. So we are okay. How do you adjust the screen settings? You want to look for settings on your YouTube screen, somewhere there on your YouTube screen. Look for your settings, then go to resolutions and put it on 720p, which is the highest. That's how you adjust your resolution settings. Okay, so let's give maybe like 3 to 5 minutes grace so others can also join us. Others can also join us. All right, Oluwole Samuel, you're welcome. You're welcome. Make sure you adjust your resolution settings so we can have a wonderful session. All right, so by my time is 8:06, and we won't be waiting any longer. I can see we have 35 people. Obviously, classes like this are actually not meant for everybody, and I know that for a fact. Yes, it is actually not meant for everybody. So, we are starting, and we are going to be picking it from where we stopped yesterday. Okay, so let me share I think I've not deleted the slide. So I have the slide somewhere here. So I hope those of us that we missed yesterday's session, I hope you have watched the recordings, because I think by the end of today, my virtual assistant, she's going to take down the replay for yesterday's session, and then the replay for today might not last as today's lasted. That's why I urge everyone to be here so we can move at the same pace. We can have the whole idea of what we are doing here. Okay, so today is our day 2, and once again, let me welcome you to the day 2 of our masterclass. Yesterday was our first day, where we discussed at length the in-depth meaning of financial statements. We also looked at the components of financial statements. We look at the elements, we look at components, and we look at elements of financial statements. Also yesterday, we did a comparison between elements of financial statements and components of financial statements. Then we ended the session yesterday with the framework of a complete financial statement with Excel. So I've already shared the replay link on our WhatsApp group. So if you miss it, you might want to have a full recap. After this session, you should go see it straight. Okay. So today I'll be showing you the live play of how to prepare a financial statement with Microsoft Excel. So are you ready for this? So let's go. Before we move on, please make sure that your resolution settings has been adjusted. Make sure that your resolution settings has been adjusted because you need to see clearly my Excel screen and every other thing that I am showing on my Excel screen. So make sure that you have adjusted your resolution settings so we can have a wonderful session. And also, as we move on, okay, there are certainty that you will definitely have one or two questions or the other. Make sure you put down your question somewhere. So after the session, there's going to be an opportunity for question and answer where we attend to the question before we wrap up the call. Okay. So again and again, confirm that you can see my Excel screen so I can move. Confirm that I need 3 to 5 people to confirm to me that they can see my Excel screen so we can move. Okay. Just 3 to 5 people, then I'm fine. Just 3 to 5 people, then we are okay. All right. Olupo Steven says sing clearly. Abosede Oduayo Idowu said clearly. Gideon clear. Yusuf Jr. confirmed. Dambeki Sesu. Oh, I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. Confirmed. Gist TV, yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Confirmed. All right. So yesterday, I made something very clear that if we are going to prepare financial statement with Microsoft Excel, we have to start from our trial balance. Okay? And I said when you are starting from your trial balance, you want to ensure that your trial balance carries two things. You want to do two simple work or two simple tasks on your trial balance. The first task is you want to ensure that your trial balance has been prepared with the clip principle. And what do I mean by the clip? The clip means the rule that we use in preparing trial balance. DEACLIP, the clip. If you miss the meaning of the clip means debit all expenses and assets, credit liabilities, incomes, and provision. So that is the meaning of the clip. Debit all expenses and assets, credit liabilities, incomes, and provisions. That is the meaning of our clip. So on your trial balance, you want to ensure that the clip principle is applied correctly, meaning that you want to look at the debit column of your trial balance. You want to ensure that every item on the debit column are either assets or an expense, while every item on the credit column are either liability, incomes, or provision. Okay, so that is the clip. That's the first tax. The second tax is you want to ensure that your trial balance agrees. Okay, and where can you get trial balance? Somebody asked me that question after the class yesterday. Where can we get this trial balance? Okay, there are two ways you can get a trial balance. One, you can prepare the trial balance yourself, meaning you can look at your accounting figures, come up with a trial balance yourself using the clip principle. Do you get that point now? So if you prepare a trial balance yourself, you want to ensure that while you are preparing your trial balance, you apply the clip. So when you want to review it, you will not be doing you'll not be spending so much time reviewing your declare principle. That's the idea around it. If you did not prepare the trial balance yourself, you want to extract the trial balance from any of the accounting software your company is using. Either you are using Sage, you are using Microsoft Dynamics, you are using Office 365, you are using QuickBooks, you are using Accounting Busy, any of the software, you are using Peachtree, anyone. What you want to ensure that is your trial balance follow the clip principle and also that your trial balance agree. Although there There are, what's it called, there are other instances whereby you may not even need a trial balance to prepare financial statement. Yes, we can prepare financial statement from our bank statement alone. Okay, but that's actually not the focus of this class. The focus of this class is, let's look at it from the beginning where we have a trial balance. Okay, so once your trial balance has been agreed, you want to move over to your extended trial balance, the major sheet that we discussed yesterday. And if you have watched the replay of if you attended yesterday's session, you remember that I said one of the most important uh part of preparing trial balance with Microsoft Excel is actually your extended trial balance page, meaning that your extended trial balance page carries over 60% knowledge of preparing financial statements with Microsoft Excel. Your extended trial balance page carries over 60% knowledge of your financial statement preparation with Excel. And what do we mean? It means that if you are able to master the art of preparing a standard or a very good um extended trial balance, it means that you already have over 60% knowledge of how to prepare financial statement with Microsoft Excel. And the most funny thing here is preparing ETB is very simple. Very simple. And we are going to look at that. Okay. So the first thing you want to ensure is that if you are paying your ETB, okay, let me remove some items so we can see the whole figure from the beginning. Okay, I just deleted these items. Okay. So let's say you set up something like this. You have used all your trial balance. Every item on the particular side of your trial balance, you want to use them to set up your extended trial balance. And what do I mean? You want to look at every item on this place called particulars. And those items can either be asset, liability, incomes, expenses, or provision. So you want to kind of like classify them properly. You want to gather all the fixed assets, or to say all the non-current assets together, all the cash and bank balances together, all the trade and other receivable items together, like that. So you want to gather all of them together. So after you have done that, from items that you have on your trial balance, after you have done that, okay, you now want to move over to your extended trial balance page. You have something like this set up. You want to prepare each item like this. Okay, so on your trial balance, you want to bring in your main trial balance, this page. You want to bring it in into the extended trial balance. And what exactly are we saying here? Follow me, guys. So this is an asset should be on the debit side. So I want to go back to my extended trial balance, look at whether I have land or I do not have land. Remember something I said yesterday, that this information here are just mere templates. So let's look at this. I don't think there's land there. Okay, so there's no land on this trial balance, and as you can see on my second trial balance I put land, so it's just a hypothetical figure, not an actual figure. So let's look at office equipment equals to, how do you link? You want to link your extended trial balance column to your main trial balance sheet. That's what we want to do first. And how do we link it? You want to go to that particular cell on the debit of that very asset, enter equals to, go to your trial balance page and look for office equipment. Simple. So you want to look for office equipment. This is our equipment here. So I want to click the figure, okay, then press enter. Furniture and fittings is the next one, equals to, go to my trial balance page, look for furniture and fittings, which is this, enter. The next one is computer equipment, equals to, I want to go to my trial balance page, my computer, click enter, click the figure, then enter. Okay, so that is how you will enter them one after the other. If it's credit item, you want to go to the credit side. Okay, credit side, I have accumulated depreciation on office equipment. So I'll go to, this is provision, remember. So equals to, go to my trial balance page, look for accumulated depreciation on office equipment, which is this 427, this figure here, 428 rather, 777.63. So I want to click that particular cell, then enter. Okay, furniture and fittings equals to, go to my furniture and fittings page, my trial balance page, look for accumulated depreciation on furniture and fittings. I want to click the figure, enter. Okay, computer equipment equals to, click the figure, enter. Computer equipment accumulated depreciation, which is this, click the figure, enter. So you want to enter each of those figures one after the other. Once you're able to enter them one after the other, you come up with something like this. Okay, enter them one after the other, you come up with something like this. Focus on your trial balance page for now, this main trial balance, this part that I highlighted. Focus on this part. Okay, leave every other part for now. So once you enter there, you want to scroll down to where you have the total, and you're checking for two things. One, whether you have entered every item successfully. Two, whether the items you have entered are entered correctly. If you have entered all your items correctly, okay, you want to confirm whether this trial balance has actually agreed, meaning that the total of debit column and the total of credit column should agree. Okay, you want to ensure that the total of debit column and the total of credit column should what? Should agree. And if you can see, as you can see what I have here, they actually agree. So let me zoom it in so you can see clearer. I hope you can see now. So it agrees. That's the first step. So once it agree like this, we want to move on to the next trial balance, which is my what? Which is my transactional journal. And what does that mean? My transactional journal, listen here, my transactional journal is only used to pass adjustments, like corrections basically, into the financial statement. And what do I mean by correction? Let's say, okay, I notice that we have wrongly debited assets with an expenses that we incur, meaning we are supposed to debit assets and we are supposed to debit expenses, but we debited assets. Now we notice that very error. What we are going to do is, we are not going to say the trial balance is actually out. No, what we are going to do is to actually raise a journal on this page. Okay, this is an example of journal that has been raised. I raised this in my last class with my students. So we want to raise journal like this. Once you raise journal like this, they want to bring the journal into this place. Let me quickly show you how to bring journal here. So equals to this. Let's say I want to correct this, and this is journal. I just bring in equals to, then I look for that very item, then debit it. Simple. That's how we link journal. Although there's a special video on how to raise journal and all of this. Okay, so that's what we use journal to do. After transactional journal, we have our final trial balance. The final trial balance is the major trial balance on the extended trial balance. Remember the steps. After, when we are talking of preparing financial statement with Excel, the most important page is what? The ETB page, the page that we are currently discussing. So after the ETB page, on the ETB page, we have 5 trial balances: the main trial balance, the transactional journal, the final trial balance, the statement of profit or loss trial balance, and the statement of financial position trial balance. Are we together? So which means that we have discussed how we bring in our main trial balance. We have looked at how we enter transactional journal. The next thing now is the final trial balance. And what do I mean? The final trial balance is the most important trial balance on the extended trial balance. Meaning that aside from the fact that we are bringing in trial balance, the final trial balance is as important as the ETB. And if you are able to master how you can successfully prepare the final trial balance, you have 90% knowledge of having extended trial balance. And you remember, when we are able to prepare a good extended trial balance, we are already 60% into preparing a complete IFRS-based financial statement, which is the main goal. Okay, so how do we now prepare this gigantic final trial balance? It's very simple, guys. Okay, listen here. If you are here, please pay attention. It is very simple. The only thing that is in this final trial balance that many people don't want you to know is that the final trial balance carries formula. Okay, the final trial balance carries what? It carries formula. And what do I mean? It is on our final trial balance that we have our formula. And what type of formula? There are just two types of formula here. We have the debit item formula and we have the credit item formula, meaning that the trial balance is divided into two sides, debit column and credit column. The debit column will have its formula, the credit column will have its own formula. The debit column formula is listing, guys, listing here is equals to the debit of trial balance plus debit of transactional journal minus credit of trial balance minus minus credit of transactional journal. I'm taking that again. For debit column items on our final trial balance, you might want to write this down. It is debit of the main trial balance plus the debit of transactional journal minus the credit of our main trial balance minus the credit of the transactional journal. Enter. What did you notice? Notice that this figure that we have a pop-up. Exactly. Again, the formula again, if you miss the first time and the second time, this is the last time, equals to the debit of trial balance plus debit of transactional journal minus credit of trial balance minus credit of transactional journal. Enter. And because this is Excel, I can either copy and paste the formula and I can also drag down. If I'm dragging down, watch the way I'm going to drag down. Look at this cushion now. You can see the plus is very big. I will then move it over to the right angle. The plus is going to change to a tiny plus and a very dark color. Then I will right click and then drag down. So I drag down, okay? That's for debit. Then I can copy this and paste for every other debit item. Then I drag down, okay? I drag the formula down. So I drag, that's basically how all of this formula has been entered. Then for credit formula, the credit formula is now equals to the credit of trial balance, okay, plus the credit of trial balance, okay, plus credit of transactional journal minus debit of trial balance minus debit of transactional journal. Enter again. Equals to this credit formula is different from the debit, but it follows the same principle. The credit formula is credit of trial balance plus credit of transactional journal minus debit of trial balance minus debit of transactional journal. Enter. Okay? Yes, we can also call the transactional journal audit journal, but audit journals are raised by auditors. That's the difference. Okay, so let's move on now. So once I've entered the formula, I want to drag down. And you can also copy and paste, then drag down for every other formula. So that's basically how we drag down the formula for all of these that you are seeing here. So once you drag down, you want to come over to your total trial balance, the totals of the trial balance rather. What do we want to do? We want to check, because this final trial balance also has to balance. It means it also has to what? Agree. That's the idea. It has to agree. So once it has agreed, then we say we are fine. If you look at the yellow color that I painted, if you look at the yellow color I painted, you notice that the final trial balance agrees. So that's the idea. If it does not agree, then two things that you have done wrongly. If you prepare your own and it not agree, that means two things might be the problem. One, it is that your trial balance has been entered wrongly and your journal entered wrongly. That's one. The second one is that it is either you have entered the wrong formula. Let me show you how and why that is possible. Imagine I'm supposed to link this to debit and I link it to credit side. You will see that it's not going to agree. Let's scroll down. Let me remove this. Do you notice that this did not agree? Do you notice that it did not balance now? Yes, so it means that I've entered something wrong in this my trial balance. So if you prepare your own and your final trial balance did not agree, you want to check your main trial balance. Did it balance or it did not balance? You want to check your transactional journal. Peradventure, you have raised a journal and you did not complete it, or you have entered the wrong formula. Simple. If I enter a debit formula for credit item, my final trial balance will not agree. That's the idea. So after that, you want to link your statement of profit or loss and your statement of financial position trial balances. And what do I mean? Okay, so let's scroll down to this page. We are still on the trial balance. Okay, so if you scroll down to the final trial balance, so let me remove something. Let's I want to remove this, and let me remove this. Okay, so this is what we have. Remember, my statement of profit or loss would only show my incomes and expenses. And remember, we said there are two categories of incomes: revenue and other incomes. So here I have all of them combined together on this page. So what do I want to do? I just want to link my revenue items to my main trial balance, to my final trial balance. So I go to the profit or loss trial balance. Revenue appear on the credit column, equals to, this is not a formula, I just want to link. Click the item under final trial balance, enter, equals to, click the item under final trial balance, enter, equals to, click the item under final trial balance, enter, equals to, click the item under final trial balance, enter. If you don't want to be clicking one by one as I'm doing it, you can just enter one, then you drag down. It's going to give you the same effect. That's for credit. For debit item, you want to do the same thing, but in this case, you are linking to the debit column. Equals to, click the item on the debit column, enter. Then you want to drag down. Since you don't want to enter one after the other, you want to drag it down. Something like this. Okay. If you drag down, you want to come to your total of trial balance again to check whether it has agreed. And the truth here is that your statement of profit or loss trial balance, okay, it is not going to agree. Why? It has to have a difference, and that difference represents our profit or loss for the year. If the credit total, listen attentively here, if the credit total is higher than the debit total, it simply means that we make profit for the year. If the debit total is higher than credit total, we made loss. Meaning, if credit is more than debit, profit. If debit is more than credit, loss. But the idea is that the statement of profit or loss trial balance will not agree. It will not balance. And the difference either be profit or loss. So after that, we want to move over to the last trial balance on our extended trial balance, which is the statement of profit or loss trial balance, And what do you want to do? We want to link it just the way we have linked others. Okay, so let me remove this so you can see clearly as well. Okay, so now I want to link balance sheet. Remember, I've linked revenue, income, and expenses to profit or loss trial balance. The only thing here is my balance sheet item. So I want to link balance sheet item to the statement of financial position trial balance. And assets will be on the debit, obviously, liability on the credit, capital on the credit. Okay, so equals to, I want to click don't click the main trial balance, click the final trial balance. That's the idea. So click the final trial balance, enter, equals to, click the final trial balance, enter, equals to, click the final trial balance, enter. This is provision. Provision will be on the credit column, equals to, click the final trial balance figure, enter, equals to, click the final trial balance figure, enter, equals to, click the final trial balance figure, and enter. Okay, so because you want to be entering one by one, you want to copy and paste your formula and drag down. As simple as that. You want to copy and paste your formula, then you drag down. So if I'm dragging, I will come here, then drag down. Okay, so that's for the debit column and the credit column. If you entered every item correctly, you want to scroll down to your statement of financial position again and check whether it has balance or it has not balance. And again, okay, the statement of financial position trial balance will also not balance. Why? it has to show the effect of profit that will enter the balance sheet from profit or loss account. And that's the idea. And if you look at this figure, the figure should be the same thing. So if you prepare your own, okay, and the difference you have on your statement of profit or loss is different from the difference that your statement of financial position is showing, then you are on the long thing. It simply means that you have committed one error somewhere or the other. And how can you correct it? By checking your formula again, by checking your linking again. Was able to check those two, your formula and your final trial balance and your linking, you definitely figure out where the problem is. So once you notice where the problem is, you do the right thing and you move on. Okay. So with this, we have successfully learned preparing our extended trial balance. So let's now go over to the notes. And remember I said we have two classes of notes. We have the qualitative notes and we have the quantitative notes. And we said yesterday that to get the qualitative notes, you want to go to iasplus.com/standard to get your qualitative notes. So that is that part, iasplus.com/standard. That's where we are going to get the qualitative. Once you get the qualitative note, you want to come here, copy and paste them inside here. So there's no problem here. So let's go back to where we have our quantitative note. Okay. So what do we want to do here? We want to link our note to our ETB. We want to link our notes to our ETB. That's what we want to do here. And what does that mean? Okay, this is furniture and fittings. Okay, equals to, under the total furniture and fittings, the total, not the opening balance. We are assuming that this is the first financial statement we are going to prepare for the company. So they did not have any opening balance. Opening balance is zero. That's the assumption. If in your own company you guys have opening balance, you want to bring in the opening balance first. Okay, that's the idea. So see, this one, there's no opening balance. I don't want to link straight to ETB. Equals to, go to my ETB and look for furniture and fittings on my statement of financial position. So this is my furniture and fittings here on note 10. That's my furniture and fittings here. So I want to click the figure, which is this, then enter. What do you notice? It's bringing me addition, yes, because there's a formula here already. For computer equipment, equals to, go to my ETB, look for my computer equipment, which is this. I want to click what? The figure, enter. For my office equipment, equals to, go to my ETB, then debit office equipment, which is here, this figure here, 3050980, enter. Okay, once you click enter, all of this figure is going to pop up. Okay, so for this is PPE notes. For still under PPE, my accumulated depreciation now equals to this, for this furniture and fittings. Go to my secretary balance, pick accumulated depreciation of furniture and fittings, enter. Okay, computer equipment, pick, enter, equals to accumulated depreciation of computer equipment. Computer equipment is this, so click this figure, enter. For my office equipment, equals to accumulated depreciation of office equipment, which is this, click the figure, enter. So that's how you will highlight this one. To you do equals to, go to your extended trial balance, look for your inventory note, which is this is my inventory. I want to pick the figure under statement of financial position, not under main trial balance, guys, not under final trial balance, under the statement of financial position. Then I click enter. That's the same way we pick all of these figures. So that's the way you are going to pick for all of these figures. Go to the extended, click the figure, go to the extended trial balance and go and pick the figure, enter. So that's how we pick for all of, that's how we set up all of this. Okay, set up all of this, set up all of this figure that you are seeing. The same thing for statement of profit or loss. You want to click enter, go to ETB, pick the revenue. For the direct cost too, the particular direct cost figure, click enter, go to your statement of profit, go to your extended trial balance. Under your statement of profit or loss trial balance, click enter. So you want to ensure that you pick every item appearing on your ETB. Guys, you want to ensure that you have picked every item appearing on your ETB. This is very, very important. Okay, so that's how you're going to set up the note to the account. After you have set up the note to the account, the next thing you want to do is to now link your notes, okay, to your individual component of financial statements. You want to link your notes to your individual component of financial statement. Okay, let's say I want to remove this because of our time. So this is property, plant and equipment. So I go to note 6 equals to, I will now go to where I have my note 6. This is my PPE note 6, as you can see here, note 6. So I want to come down to the total net book value. This is net book value for furniture and fittings. This is that of computer equipment. This is that of office equipment. I need the total because only the one that will appear on my financial position statement page is the total. So I want to click the total figure, then enter. Inventory, I want to click equals to, go to where I have my inventory note. Where's my inventory? Which is this. Click the figure, enter. For receivables, equals to, go to my note 9 where I have my receivables. This is my receivable. I need the total. This is not the total. This is like additional notes to the receivable note. If you look at this place now, this place is saying prepayment note 9.1. So meaning that if you want to see what makes up this 3,123,000, we go to note 9.1, and which is what this note is there for. So this is the total we need. This is total receivable. Okay, so you want to click that figure, enter, and it will appear on the statement of financial position page. Total receivable, this figure, enter. Okay, cash and cash equivalent note 8. I want to go to my note 8, cash and cash equivalent, pick the total, enter. So this represents total asset, which is the non-current asset plus the current asset. So for my equity and my liability, I'm doing the same thing. So share capital now equals to, I will go and look for where my share capital note is. I've entered them here. So I'll go and look for where the share capital note is. As you can see, I have 2 share capital. The share capital I need to appear on my statement of financial position is my issue and fully paid, not the authorized. In some cases, the authorized share capital might be different from the issue and fully paid. Authorized means the total share capital the company have the power to issue out by their incorporation standard or by their incorporation procedure. The fully issue and fully paid means the total share capital they have actually issued out and their subscribers or their shareholders have actually paid for. So that's what we need on the balance sheet row. So which is this figure, enter. Okay, deposit for shares note 12.1 equals to, I go to deposit for shares, as you can see is standing here, equals to, enter. My retained earning equals to, I go to my retained earning note, pick the total, enter. Then what again do I have? I have payables. Okay, equals to, go to my payable note. Where's my payable? Okay, this is my payable total. So which is this, enter. Okay, so I don't have income tax. My income tax is 0. If you look at the part I colored red, the first part I colored red is total assets. Look at it very well, total assets. The second part is equity and liability. And if you look at them very well, you notice that they actually agree. Yes. So your total assets is expected to be equal to your equity and liability. If your own is not equal, then there's a mistake that you have committed somewhere, either from your trial balance or from your linking from notes to ETB. Do you get the point now? So after that, we want to go back to statement of profit or loss. Okay, so let's remove all of this. Let me quickly delete this. Okay, as you can see, it's now empty. So my revenue note is note 14 equals to, I'll go to note 14, which is this. Click what? The total revenue, enter. My direct cost equals to minus. Why am I putting minus? Because I want to get gross profits. And gross profit is revenue minus direct cost. So that's why I'm putting minus. Okay, so direct cost should be in brackets. So if I put minus, they will recognize it as bracket for me. So I'll go to my note 15 where I have my direct cost total. which is this. Enter. You can see my gross profit is telling me 37,924. My other income equals to, go to the notes where I have my other incomes, 371,544. Enter. My admin expenses, the other expense is going to be equals to minus my admin expenses total. Okay, then enter. Okay, so income tax is 0. Okay, so guys, as you can see, we have profit before tax, and our balance sheet did not agree. So it means that there's something somewhere that we have not linked. Let's check this very well. You can see we have wrongly linked direct cost to material and supply instead of we picking this total. So that's why they did not agree. So let's relink. Equals to enter direct cost. So where's my direct cost total? 30 million, which is this. Enter. So let's scroll down. Let's check the balance sheet. We can see there's a line. Okay, so the next one is my statement of changes in equity. What do I want to do? I want to present only the equity component. I want to link my share capital to my share capital note, which is this. Share capital, where is it? Okay, this is share capital. Enter. I don't have retain any opening balance, but link it to opening balance of retain any equals to retain any opening balance. Enter. The total equity is the addition of the two. The profit for the year is coming from my statement of profit or loss, the profit I made for the year. Then this is going to be the total of everything. This is going to be the total of everything. So my total equity is actually 8,001,7601. If I go to my statement of financial position, my total equity should show this. Let's go there and see. So these are my total equity. So I've recognized deposit for shares as part of my equity. So that's why it's giving me 7 million. But if I add this plus this together, it's going to give me the total equity I have on my statement of changes in equity. All right. So the next I want to do is my statement of cash flow. And if you remember very well, there's a standard specifically for cash flow preparation, which is IS7, statement of cash flow. And what does this standard say? This standard simply says that when we are presenting our cash flow, we present cash flow from 3 activities: operating, investing, and financing. What do I mean? Operating are those cash flows arising from the core operation of the business. Investing activities are those cash flows arising from capital expenditure. Financing activity are those cash flows arising from where the company is getting fund and where they are putting their money. If I raise funds from debt, if I raise money through debt, I borrow money, it's going to appear under my financing activity. If I use the money I borrow to buy assets, asset that I bought is a capital expenditure, it's going to appear under my what? Under my investing activity. So that is how the cash flow is being presented. You want to present inflow of cash as addition, then outflow of cash as subtraction. Okay, so if you're able to prepare your statement of cash flow using the principle of IS7 correctly, you want to balance the cash flow by ensuring that your cash and cash equivalent at the end of the year agree with your cash and cash balances in your statement of financial position. Look at this. My cash and cash equivalent at the end of the year is 5,470,000. If I go to my balance sheet page to go and check my cash and cash equivalent, I'm getting 5,470,000, which means that this cash flow has been prepared correctly. And this is okay, we have explained this before. So that is basically how we prepare financial statement from the Microsoft Excel. You work on your trial balance. From your trial balance, you extract your extended trial balance. From the extended trial balance, you take your extended trial balance to your notes. From the notes, then you link your notes to your individual component of financial statement. So that is basically how preparation of financial statements from Microsoft Excel is actually all about. Okay, so guys, I hope you are still following. Comment, let me know if you are still following. Comment, use the chat box, let me know if you are still following. And I'm waiting. Comment that you are still following. Let me know if you are still following. So one of my students named Michael. There's a message from Michael. Michael said after the session, so I shared the template with Michael, like he paid for a session with me, and I was able to share the template with him. So he said, "Thanks, boss. I will check it up. Like you did a great job with the financial statements. I use Sage Evolution software for postings. So I pull out trial balance for different periods and prepare them manually with your Excel template. Boss, the results were accurate. I just amended your template and linked some few items together. Thank you so much. You performed beyond expectation. The service you rendered is far above the fee." So guys, I would say we are actually at the end of day two. But before we wrap up the session, question. If you have any question, drop it on the chat box. Now we are at question and answer session. Question. You can also drop your question on the group chat. Okay. Okay, Olupo Stephen said, please expatiate more on cash and cash equivalent at the beginning of the year. It's basically the cash balances that the company have at the beginning of the year. Nothing is special. It's basically the cash balances they have at the beginning of the year. So if your company have 10,000 naira as their cash balance, all the money in the bank, including short-term investment and all of that, so that form the cash and cash equivalent at the beginning of the year. Simple. Okay. So Tosin Oluwafemi said, can we get this exact? Yes, the exact template is actually not available for free. Okay, but there's something that I have in plan for you. If you're able to wait till the end of this session, just that I don't know how we are going to do it, because I was not expecting plenty of people. Like we are 53 on this call as we speak, and I have just offer for 15 people. I can't take more than 15 people this night. More than 15 people, I will not be able to. So there's going to be an opportunity for you to get the exact templates almost for free, yes, but that will be at the end of the call. Then we'll look at it. Pupola said, please recap on the items of cash flow statements. Items on cash flow statement are just three. They are not basically items separate from items of financial statement. Okay, they are just that we present them in form of cash inflow and outflow, and we have the cash flow principle for preparing it. Okay, and what does that mean? There is a standard for the preparation of statement of cash flow, and that standard is titled IAS 7. The name of the standard is IAS 7, which is titled statement of cash flows. So it is that standard that says when we are preparing cash flows, we should prepare cash flows from three angles or using three activities: cash flow from operating, cash flow from investing, then cash flow from financing activities. And I said, for you to know whether something is cash flow from investing, operating, or anything, the investing activity is that we are spending or we are making money from capital expenditure, like assets, like investments. So any money that is coming or going to investment will be tagged cash flow from investing activities. If the cash flow are from our normal operation, revenue, we are paying salary, we are settling our receivable and all of that. Okay, it means that such cash flow is going to appear under the operating activity. Are we there now? If the cash flow is coming from financing, meaning the company, where the company is getting money from and where they are putting money into, then it is under financing. Borrowing under financing. Okay, I believe I've answered your question, Popola Abi Abidemi. Okay, Omawumi said, for those that are joining late, yeah, we are going to share the recording, just that it's not going to exceed 24 hours. The link to the record is not going to exceed 24 hours. The link to yesterday might expire this night. Okay, so Liasu Yahoo said, how can we get the template? Yes, so it's just for 50. The template is available for just 50 people. You get more than the template if you wait till the end of the session. Abosa Idodayo said, I would like to get the exact template, please. My battery is so sorry. Okay, we are moving on now. Daniel Sakio said, please shed more light on the cash flow elements. You might want to watch the replay because I just finished explaining that. Please, at the exact template, wait to the end of the call. Can this be applicable to public sector accounting? Extremely yes, perfectly. I've prepared a number of public sector accounting and I use this template, this principle that I just finished teaching you, and I use them. Okay, so class. So just before we end the call, give me just 5 minutes. Let me tell you Michael's story. Michael was just an accountant in a small company in Lagos in 2021 or thereabout when we met. He stumbled on one of my posts on Facebook, just like you did, where I was talking about financial statement preparation. He attended the training and paid a token for one of my programs on financial statement preparation. Something Michael did that is very special to me is he dedicated about 2 to 4 weeks learning and practicing how to prepare financial statements. And he also discussed with a number of his friends that actually have business owners that he told them that he could help them prepare their financial statement and do some work on their records. He did that all by himself. So surprisingly, Michael got 2 businesses to work with him. And before you know it, Michael was now making cool extra income, working for about 3 to 4 businesses every month. I know some of you might be thinking that Michael is a special somebody and Michael is lucky. But the funniest thing or the most important thing here is that you are also special. And at the same time, you are not special. Let me explain. You are special because there is nobody on this planet who can take your knowledge and the information I've shared with you in this masterclass from you. I mean, not even me can take it. The same way I cannot take it away from Michael today. And that is amazing. Okay? On the other leg, you are not special because people like you, professionals like you around the world are achieving massive success with the process that I just shared with you easily. Many people have commended my effort on them. I've received so many recommendations from many of my students, my supervisors, and my mentor. Let's take a quick look at this. This is coming from a student of mine. Her name is Faith. He said, dear sir, I will always be grateful to God for your inspirational role that you have played in my life. As my lecturer and my mentor, you have made the accounting profession so easy and interesting. Your knowledge, skills, and expertise in the accounting field are exceptional. And the enthusiasm you always display in sharing the skills is quite admirable. Thank you, sir, for all you do. The accounting world is blessed to have you. Okay? So this is another person. This is my boss. He said, Jami Fatimbo is a colleague at Bengabadejo and Cultural Accountant. He's smart, he's hardworking, he's always ready to take up new challenges at work. With the short time I worked with him, I saw a brilliant and energetic young sharp mind who opened his mind to learn and helps clients find solutions to their tax and financial matters. The book, remember I told you yesterday I just launched an ebook. So he's talking about the book here. The book is self-explanatory and a good guide for preparing of financial statements. It touches the elementary of accounting and it will be useful for accountants who struggle to prepare financial statements or management accounts. His name is Olawale Bebimo. This is another person. Apparently, I don't want to say anything since I've been reading your post, but my conscience is judging because if I didn't share this review, definitely I'm holding the good info about the book and I'm being selfish. Truth be told, your FSMA has provided an edge for me in my organization because they never believed I could have them a comprehensive statement of accounts. Their thought was that SOA can only be prepared by child accountants or external auditors. The area of ETB really helps and makes everything comes easier. Despite that, I've not tendered my HND certificate because I'm still schooling. My MD increased my remuneration to 120K. And I believe by the time I will be chartered, I'll become a better accountant with this your guide. Boss, I'm always open to learning and opportunity. 120K no do me. This is another person from my group, my exclusive WhatsApp community. So this person was wishing me happy birthday. Say happy birthday, sir. I've not met you before, but truth remains that my journey into accounts and finance industry became easier with our paths crossing virtually. You gave me access to FSME, and ever since then, I've gained access to every aspect of interest in profession through your network. My prayer is that God will bless you and keep you. He will take your life, he will make your life so sweet than what you ever imagined. Cheers to long life, happy birthday, I celebrate you, sir. So, guys, I just gave you my fast approach to learning and preparing financial statements. But I'm sure you can imagine this is just the tip of the iceberg. This is just little to what you can actually learn from me because there is more to this. So now, as we speak, you that I'm speaking with this night, just only you have just two options. Just two options. The first option is you see you have learned how to prepare financial statement with Microsoft Excel. You can go straight to your Excel and start learning, start doing it yourself like I did. And it took me more than 2 years to completely figure this out. I ended up seeking for help from my mentor. Or your second option now, you can follow a proven path to success because I've already put together comprehensive video sessions for you alone on how you can do this hack, how you can learn this. And I mean, you don't have to try to figure anything out for yourself. It's a done for you financial statement course titled Financial Statement with Microsoft Excel, FSME. Before I take you through in detail, okay, of what this FSME is all about, I want you to listen to what people like you are saying about the course. This is Victoria. He said she has learned how to create financial statement through Excel. She has learned how to link all head of account together. She learned how to raise journal that she used this very one a lot at work. She couldn't wait to practice. It was an eye opener for her, and she said she can confidently put it in her CV now that she can prepare financial statements. The value in the program was more than the amount she paid. This is another person pressure. He said, "Good morning, Jamil. Thank you for the financial statement training. It was a wonderful experience and an eye-opener. You are indeed a great tutor. As a matter of fact, I've been able to use the knowledge you share to prepare financial statement for a friend who needed financial statement to apply for a grant. Everything was perfect. All accounts balanced. Thank you for all you do once more. I recommend you to anyone who loves to learn accounting in its simplicity." So this is another person, her name is Anjola. My name is Anjola. I came across this training on WhatsApp when Mr. Jami posted a flyer for the training on how to prepare a complete set of financial statements using Excel. To be honest, I was skeptical because the cost was too low. But to my shock, the value was so much more than the cost. I recently got a job, and all that I learned from this class is what I'm using. And I've not even used all the knowledge. I will recommend this training for anyone looking to advance in their career, especially finance professionals. This is Kehinde Afolabi. He said, good evening, sir. It's been a while, and tonight I've come with to say a big thank you. You have been an instrumental in my career path. I gained confidence, and I'm truly grateful. Thanks for being resourceful and impactful. FSME was an answer to my prayers when I seriously needed clarifications. I started my career, and in the first 2 weeks, I produced the first financial statement for the firm. In fact, the director brought 3 different auditors to check the work, and all they could ask was, "Who trained you?" My brain was screaming your name, Fatoyinbo Jamiu. Sir, I don't know how best to appreciate you, but from the depth of my heart, I want to say thank you. So I can keep showing you tons and tons and tons of testimonials, reviews of just ordinary people like you who have no knowledge of how to prepare IFRS financial statements until when they meet me. Okay? Until when they meet me. they don't have knowledge. So I know I can see a lot of you asking, what is this course? How much is it? So we are getting there. Let me tell you what is in this course for you. Let me take you through what is in the financial statement and what is going to teach you. The FSME course contains video sessions, a template, ebooks, and PDFs on how that you can study each session at your own convenience. It includes 3 videos that explain to only you the procedure of preparing complete IFRS-based financial statement with Microsoft Excel. These 3 videos is selling for 10,000 naira per video. 3 videos is actually 30,000 naira. So bonus A, you are going to get a comprehensive video on how you can raise journal into the financial statement. This video is actually selling for 5,000. You are going to get a separate video that will teach you how you can get PDF copy of your financial statement right from your Excel sheet. So you will not be needing any other online tool to convert your Excel to PDF. 4, you are going to get 2 videos on how you can determine accurately your company taxes, from your income tax to your education tax and to police levy. And also, you also get how to compute capital allowance or capital allowance. These 2 videos are selling for a combined cost of 20,000 naira. Then number 5, you get access to my template, the almighty template that many people have been waiting for. The template is actually selling for 3,500, the template alone. Bonus B, you also get access to a copy of my ebook that is selling for 5,000 naira. Bonus 7, I will also give you access to my exclusive WhatsApp community. I think we are more than 300 now. To join this community without buying the FSME is actually going for 2,000. 8, you are also going to get an access to me. You can ask me your questions. I only do attend to academic questions. I can help you get better. If you have problem at work, you can ask me and we can discuss it. This access to me is actually 5,000 naira every month, but I'm going to give you access to this. So this will give you some level of access to me. Then 9, you get access to join my community training that we usually host every month. Although we have not been hosting recently because of my busy schedule. But if you have to invite an external, the training for my community is actually 4,000 naira. So 10, you get 2 videos that explain how you can prepare your IFRS-based financial statement from the scratch using only bank statements. This 2 videos actually is selling for 18,000. 11, you get a link to access my special compiled ebooks and PDF that contains different laws, acts, company tax act, pension tax, among other that aided my career growth. A combine of all of these PDF is actually selling for 8,000, and I update this PDF every month. So this PDF combine 8,000 naira. Then I also give you access to all my feature updates. Although I just recently launched an update that is not here. The update is all about how you can prepare subsequent years of your financial statement using Excel. But there are also other updates that are still coming on. So if I want to give you access to all of these updates that I'm still going to be doing in the future, the update is going for 25,000 naira. So if you sum up all the above, you will agree with me that the full package of this FSME actually worth over 128,500 naira. Okay, which is the price I sell to people that I don't know and I've never crossed path before. But let me ask you this, okay? I need your unbiased response. Does this sound like something you want at all for yourself? I'm in the comment section. I want to see, does FSME sound like something you want, to have access to? Let me know in the comment chat. Okay, so if that is a yes, that means that I would also like to give you access to join me in the financial statement course. But the disclaimer, like I said, we can't take every one of you on this call. So Ayegbe Suleiman is another person that came across the training and he has to say something. He said, he was blown away by the financial statement and is recommending the course all and there. This is another person, her salary got increase because we have been working together. She said, brother, my thank you for going with me. Salary was increased as we scheduled today. Thank you, bro, and all of that. Okay. So this is another person. So many things, so many reviews I can share with you. So guys, I'm ready to give you a lifetime access to this course at almost zero cost. At this point, I want us to make a simple agreement. You're gonna agree with me on this call that courses like this are not meant to be priced at anything below 30,000. I just want you to agree with me and confirm what I said. You are not going to pay 30,000, trust me. There should be higher, right? But I will be giving you this FSME assets at just 15,000 naira. That's 50% off just for you alone. You see, my friend, you can decide now, like as we speak, that you don't have just 15,000 to get what could change your life forever. And I totally understand that. As a matter of fact, it means that this FSME that we are talking about right on this call is not for you. If you notice, we are less than 50 people here now, which means FSME is not for everybody. And I'm so glad that it's not for everybody because I cannot even help everybody. So you can exit this call now if you can tell yourself now that you don't have 15,000. Let me talk to that just one person I want to help. Before you go, what I'm trying to show you is that I'm not trying to raise money or make profit with this course. At just 15,000 naira, this FSME is a complete giveaway price. And as a guarantee, come closer and hear this. If you gain you pay for the FSME, okay, and we gave you access to it, my team and I, we gave you access to the FSME, and after going through everything in the course, you practice, and then at the end of the day, you feel like you are empty-handed, or probably you didn't get value for the price you pay. Just send me a message, ask for your money. You are going to get 100% of your money back. You would be asked zero questions. I won't even be asking you, okay, why? What happened? What did you do? Did you not learn? Did you not watch the video? I will not be asking you. You are going to get your full money back. And again, you keep the FSME with you forever. Meaning, you get your money back and you keep the FSME with you. You get access to everything adding to it. Yes, I will refund you your money. I'm doing this so that you can be sure that you are not risking anything by getting access to the FSME. I'm taking off all of the risks from you and putting it on myself. So if you are seriously interested in this, I think you should listen to this very well. Because, like I said, there's a little problem here. Because yesterday when I did a meeting with my team, we agreed that we have 10 slots open for any final fee I'm giving you on this. I just increased it to 15 when I saw the numbers. Now we are now 41 on this call. We are just 41 on this call. So meaning that I have just 15 slots. I cannot even take 40 people. We have over 300 people on the group. So there's going to be first come, first serve, and it's going to only to be for fastest fingers and people that are actually serious about this. Because once this 10 slot has been taken up, once it has been filled up, you won't be able to get access at that amount again. One more thing, I want you to hold on for me for a moment. Here's this juicy offer. Because we launched an offer yesterday, I choose to discount the FSME access fee to 10,000 naira. Now, though my team and I has agreed that this promo has ended, like it's over, but I'm ready to bear all of this cost and blame for my entire team. Because I want to give you access to the extent of the sales promo starting today. And I want you to listen to hear how this works. Listen to this. Do not miss this for anything. If you are looking to having your own special access to the FSME, you should pay attention to this. Your access to the financial statement course is going for 15,000 presently for just 10 people. But there's a catch with this promo offer. With this extension, the access will be available for you at just 10,000 naira for today alone. After which, it will increase by 1,000 naira every day for the next 10 days. for the next 8 days. Sorry, 8 days. What does this mean? It means that you can get the FSMA course today at just 10,000 naira. But if you say, okay, I want to wait till tomorrow, you pay 11,000 naira. That's 1,000 naira increase. Then after tomorrow, it becomes 12,000. So every day, the FSMA price increases by 1,000 naira each day pass. So today is 27th of January 2024, it's 10,000. Tomorrow is 28. After 24 hours, it becomes 11,000. 29, Monday, abi 12,000. 30 of January, 13,000. 31 for like that. So every day, so by 5th of February 2024, we will be back at the original price, which is 30,000 naira. So this is only for fast action takers. So you get to pay just 10,000 naira today for you alone. And if you are serious about this, you see this link, I'm going to be sending this link on the group now as we speak. So the link is going to be appearing on the group now as we speak. And I've dropped it, it's going to drop in the next 10 seconds. Okay, it's going to drop in the next 10 seconds. The link is now on the group. That link is only for just 10,000 naira. Now 10,000 naira is now way cheaper than what you spend on food in a month or in a week, say for some people. If you did this call without clicking the link I put on the group, you might never get access to this opportunity again. Just to be clear, guys, if you pay 10,000 naira today, you are going to get access to everything I've mentioned. As you can see from your screen, you get access to everything that I've mentioned. But if you delay, you might not get access to it again. Okay, so the link is on the group. Click the link, it's going to take you to my DM just for 15 people. Okay, and that is a wrap, guys. Thank you for having me. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.